Hi guys. So now that you have shared the website with your group members, everybody should be logged in at this point. And now we need to start setting up your website with all the different pages that are required for the project so that you can split up the work with your group members and each person can work on a different web page. So first of all, you'll notice that on this template, there's tabs at the top. These are actually the different pages or the different sections of the website. And if you scroll down, there's all these different sections. What's really convenient is we could actually keep some of these sections or change the name and fit it to our needs. So if you go to the project requirement section website of my blog, you know that you need to include these 8 sections um, on your website, right? So, and then an optional 9th section, which is an advertising section. And so we need to make sure all of our tabs are named what we have here. So if you look at the business website, we have home. Okay, so home is already done for us. Let's go ahead and delete a couple of these that we don't need. For example, we don't need a book online section, so delete that. Okay. We also don't need a contact section. You can leave it if you want, but the less items we have to worry about, the easier it is for you guys. Okay, services is also another section that we don't have to really worry about. Okay, so now our work in About Us is actually part of the 8 sections. We need to add in the rest of the 5 sections that are not part of the website yet. So first, let's add a About Us. So here, oh, About Us is there, so let's drag it underneath Home. And then third, we have Meet the Team. So let's go ahead and add that. And how you add it is you just click on Add Page here, and you call it Meet the Team. You might want to match the font or the format with everything else. So I'm just going to put it all in caps. We Meet the Team. Then we have What is the Problem? So let's add that. What is the problem? Done. And that comes after Meet the Team. And then we have Our Work, which is there, so we're not going to worry about that. Our products, there we go. We're going to drag that under Our Work. And then next we have our community impact and then our school impact. So let's add those last 2. Our community impact here, and have our school impact. There we go, perfect. And so now you can see here it already added, I don't know if you guys can see, but it already added all the pages that are actually going to be part of our website. And you could access it here by clicking on this, and it'll go to that section. Or you can click up here, and I think it should link. Okay, so these are all the different sections. Now, to add to a website, you need to click on this section that says Add, and you'll see all sorts of choices that you have to add certain elements for that part of the website. So you guys can add text or images or galleries of images, slideshows. There's all sorts of things you can add, so you can get creative with this. But the main thing that I need you guys to remember is you need to include, for whatever page you're working on, you need to follow the requirements that are on this Google presentation. So as you can see here in blue, I have a list of the requirements for the homepage. So on the homepage, you need your logo design, name of the company, and a summary highlights of your website. And you can see the example that I've linked here if you need help. Okay, so make sure you look at the Google presentation to kind of know what the requirements are so that you can start adding the necessary elements to that section of the web page. And that's it.